Hello, Cancer. Welcome to your October 2020 tarot reading. This is Tessa's Tarot. My name is Tessa. You're watching my channel. If you are a returning subscriber or new to my channel, I want to apologize for not being able to get September 2020 up. There was just too much that I had to do. I was moving my grandmother from Las Vegas to Chicago, and I had to get some home improvements done, and I had to do things for my grandmother and just kind of like get things back on track because I was gone from Chicago for almost 2 months. So if you have been following me since I started my YouTube channel in June, so very recently, pretty new, I've been able to put videos up every month except for September. So I do apologize about that, but I'm feeling really, really good about this October 2020 coming right up. We just hit the fall equinox. We're in Libra season. People are really kind of getting balance back into their life. We're bringing balance back into our lives as we go forward into autumn season. Headed towards winter and the end of the year. So I almost feel like 2020 has just been one huge, crazy, drama-filled reality show, and everybody's just waiting to see how 2020 ends. Like, I feel like a lot of people are kind of like in that, kind of zone right now. Like, okay, well, what else can happen? What else can come our way? Let's see how this story ends, okay? Let's see how this story ends. And then I think 2021 is going to be, I think there's still going to be some challenges as we get back on track, as we kind of get back into the flow of daily life and work and everything like that. There still might be some challenges, but I feel like 2021 is really, really going to be about new beginnings. Like, really about new beginnings. People are really going to start thinking very, very heavily about what it is they want to create for themselves, what they want their future to look like, what's the plan, really kind of getting into the nitty-gritty of that. So that's kind of what I'm feeling for 2021. Let me see what else. I do have a couple of other announcements. I finally found a good setup for my tarot table, so I'm really happy with this setup. I had to change it around a couple of times, and since I started my YouTube channel, you have seen so many different backgrounds between Chicago and Las Vegas, but this is going to be the setup for a while, okay? And I really like how the energy is kind of flowing around me. This is my bedroom, so this is the best way that I was able to set up my table so that everything just kind of felt in sync and smooth for me. I also updated my webcam. The old webcam I had was just kind of like, it was all right. I mean, it worked and everything, but I like this one a little bit better. And then I also got this new oracle deck, so I'm really excited to start incorporating oracle cards into my tarot readings. This is the Vintage Wisdom Oracle, and like literally the moment that I opened this deck and put it in my hands, I felt instantly connected to it. I went through these cards and I was like, oh my god, these cards are beautiful. I'm feeling this. So I was really vibing with this deck, so I'm really glad I finally bought it. I do have other tarot decks and oracle decks that I will incorporate in future readings on my channel. But for the monthly readings, we're going to stick with the Vintage Wisdom Oracle, and then for the tarot deck, it's going to be the Influence of the Angels tarot deck, which is my favorite deck. So we are going to jump into your reading and see what we got going on for you, Cancer, for October 2020. Okay. Let's see what we have for you. I'm just so excited to be back on track, you guys. You have no idea. I'm just really excited to be doing YouTube again, being in front of the camera, doing these tarot readings for you guys. It makes me feel good to be able to make other people feel good or to help other people in whichever way. And, I feel like most of you already know that, the messages aren't always going to resonate with you and that they are general readings, but I am working on getting a platform to where I can do personal readings as well. So if you're interested in a personal reading, you can do that and it'll be accessible to you. Alright, let's let's see what we got going on for you, Cancer, for October 2020. Hope. Okay. Yeah, definitely hoping, probably hoping for a lot of different things. Maybe hoping for things to change, for things to get better. You know, these next 3 months is probably going to be, you know, there's a lot of energy kind of building up, and you know, we're really hoping to see a finale that we're going to like, right? Reflection. I think those cards gorgeous. They're just so gorgeous. And Shadow Self. Ooh, I like this. Shadow Self. This, like I said, I just got this Oracle deck in a couple of days ago, and Shadow Self, this is the first time that the card Shadow Self is pulling up. So I'm really excited to kind of see what we're going to be working through for you, Cancer, okay? We all have a shadow self, okay? We all have a part of ourselves that we're not fully tapped into, and once we do tap into that shadow self, it's kind of like the side of us that we're not completely aware of that controls us to a certain degree. It's kind of like there could be some blockages, there could be something that is preventing you from seeing things clearly. There could be something that's preventing you from taking action towards a certain goal, something that's kind of like holding you back in some way. Okay, so it looks like you definitely have been doing a lot of reflecting recently about the present circumstances of your life, about you know, and you're having some hopes for the future. But we have to see what this shadow self is all about, and possibly try to get through those blockages for you to see what is going on over here. Okay. Let's see here what the influence of the angels have for us. I like this. I like this, though. There's this other Oracle deck on Amazon that I really want to buy called Dark Mirror, I believe. And it's like all about understanding your shadow self a little bit better, and kind of like getting in touch with that side of you and understanding that side of you a little bit better, so that you can, it really, really, really does help in terms of just kind of knowing how to navigate the different things that come at you in life, okay? So that's going to be I'll do one more shuffle, so that's kind of the best way to explain it, because these different energies, there's so many different energies that exist in the universe, and all those different energies that exist in the universe also exist within our surroundings, also exist within ourselves. So the more that we know and the more that we understand about the different energies that take place around us, whether they're bad or good, in my mind, I don't think of energy as bad at all. It's just misunderstood, okay? That's how I see energy. I see shadow energy or darker energies as misunderstood. This is just something that we haven't dove into, maybe out of fear, maybe because we're afraid of what we're going to find, but they are so, so important for our growth, for our spiritual growth, for our evolution, for humanity, to just get to that next level, okay? Okay, we have Seven of Cups. This is Venus in Scorpio, so I'm going to lay all the cards out, and then we're going to get into the reading. We have the Magician. Ooh, manifesting something. Planet Mercury, Major Arcana. The Justice card, another Major Arcana. Okay, Libra. We are in Libra season right now. Manifesting justice. Is that what we want to manifest over here? Another Major Arcana. We have the Sun. Wow. Very, very cool. Nine of Wands, Moon in Sagittarius. Ace of Swords. This is going to be air energy, so Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. A new beginning. A new idea. You had an idea about something. Another Major Arcana, the Hermit card, Virgo. Okay, so kind of channeling that Virgo energy that we just kind of exited out of. Still some lingering energies there. Five of Wands is Saturn in Leo. Okay, I can definitely understand how this Hermit card is falling under the shadow self. And then we have the Five of Wands, so there might be some conflict going on. Four of Cups, this is your card. This is Moon in Cancer. Okay, Cancer, what do we have going on here? So this is definitely something kind of more internal, a kind of, this reading is definitely going to be for those who, this is more, this is going to be more about kind of like understanding yourself, like psychologically, kind of getting in touch a little bit more with what is going on internally. Okay, this is a little, there is some external things going on over here, but this this definitely shows to me that they're a little bit more of an internal kind of, I don't want to use the word conflict, but an internal consensus. Is that a word that could be used in that sentence? Okay. Okay, so recently you've been doing some reflecting, okay? So you've been reflecting a little bit about, there was something in your life that was making you really, really happy, okay? Like something, okay, how do I want to explain this? Because we have a reflection, we have the Sun card, we have the Nine of Wands, which is reaching an end, and then a new beginning, a new idea is coming. Okay, so I kind of feel like when you went through this, period of reflection, and then something like came to you, like almost like maybe I kind of feel like it was like a divine light, like maybe like God spoke to you, or like maybe like something really shone, light really shined bright. I'm an English major. What is going on with me? Okay. So something came to light in the brightest possible way. You kind of like saw, you almost had like an epiphany. I'm really seeing this as some kind of like epiphany, and you realized that you needed to get out of a certain situation. You realized that you needed to kind of like push through some obstacles that were really kind of bogging you down. And like this sun, this kind of reflective energy where you have like an aha moment, brought you to a certain idea. It brought you to the beginning. It brought you clarity. Okay, it brought you clarity. But you had to kind of get out of a certain situation where maybe something was holding you back from moving forward. Okay, something was kind of like holding you back from moving forward, and then you had clarity. So I feel like the main difference between the Sun card and the Ace of Swords, because I feel like they are kind of working together, is that truth came out about something, but it wasn't like a bad kind of truth. It was something within you. It's like you saw the light within you. Okay, it's like you saw the light within you, and that allowed you to push out of a situation, and then you got clarity. You were able to get clarity because you exited the situation, and things just kind of opened up for you in your head. Mentally things just kind of opened up for you. And you kind of like discovered like a renewed sense of hope. Okay, so kind of a renewed sense of hope for the future. And then with the Seven of Cups over here, for Venus and Scorpio, you really started to look at all these different things. You really started to look at these different things a little bit closer. So, it looks to me like, okay, so I kind of see this as like you've got a lot of different ideas and things going on in your head, okay, and you're looking at a lot of these different things a little bit closer, but then at the same time, like you're manifesting something. You're manifesting justice. I'm feeling like you. Okay, I feel like this is for Cancers who might be very, very involved in a particular cause. I'm really feeling that very, very strongly, that this is maybe for some Cancers who are very, very involved in a particular cause, okay? Because this Justice card is coming up really, really strong. It's coming up really, really strong and really, really heavy. Like, you're really looking at different information. You're looking at all this different information. And it's like you're trying to put the puzzle pieces together. It's like you're trying to put the puzzle pieces together, and you are really, really focused on manifesting justice. You know, you want balance. You want balance not just in your life, but in the world. You want balance in the world. Okay, and you're very, very clear about this, okay, but you do, at the same time, it's like you are kind of facing this shadow self, because you understand that you can't control everything, okay, you can't control everything, and there's a lot of internal kind of meditation going on over here, and the fact that this Hermit is also falling right next to the Seven of Cups, I really kind of see this as like this time that you spend by yourself. The time that you spend by yourself, you really spend a lot of time thinking about different information, different things, different knowledge, and it's affecting you. It's affecting the way that you're feeling on a day-to-day. These things that are, going on around you are really affecting you. And you're taking them all in. I kind of feel like you're absorbing all these different energies and all this different information, and it's affecting you emotionally, okay? So you're kind of like, but you know where you stand. You're very, very clear about where you stand and your opinion. And that is able to bring you to like a level of confidence and happiness, just because it's like you know who you are, but you're still absorbing these different emotions. You're absorbing these different energies, okay? And by you like being so focused on manifesting a certain outcome, it's like you want to manifest a certain outcome and you want to see results, but at the same time, like it's also kind of creating this internal battle, and you're being forced to kind of face your shadow self, because there are different sides of you that are kind of battling each other. There's like this internal war going on, and it's like it's almost like there's this internal war going on with all this different energy that you're absorbing, and you're letting it fight itself out, and you're being affected by it emotionally. It's affecting you, but it's not changing your actions, which is like what's really, really interesting. Like Cancer, you guys, I swear to God, like you guys can just, I feel like you guys can do it all. It's like you hold so many different energies, and you can have like this whole world going on inside you, but when you act with like, you have like this warrior spirit. You're like a warrior. You're like, I don't care what's going on inside me. I'm gonna go do it. It's because it's the right thing, because it makes me feel good. Da 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 da. Okay. But with your shadow self, like that is kind of your shadow self. Your shadow self is the fact that you take on so much, and you not only take on so much, but you absorb like the emotions of other people as well, and you almost take it on as your own, and it's almost like it fuels you. It has this way of fueling you, which is really, really interesting. And then kind of closing off the reading with this Four of Cups, this is your card, and this is the Moon in Cancer, okay? And that's really interesting that the card that represents the Moon in Cancer is falling underneath your shadow self. So it kind of, you know, this could be something that you just need to work on a little bit more. Um, wait, what do I need to work on a little bit more? This is what you need to work on. Okay, so the Four of Cups, so what the Four of Cups represents is somebody who is constantly being given, somebody who's being given support, being given love, but they don't want to take it. So it's like you would rather, it's almost like you would rather just be that warrior who's able to alchemize all these different things going on inside you so you can be a warrior, rather than ask somebody for help, rather than accept love and affection and compassion from other people. It's like once people kind of start trying to give you their love and compassion, it's like, oh, okay, great, just put it on the mantle with all the other ones. You know what I mean? There's a sense of devaluing. There's a sense of devaluing because these three cups on the floor over here, you're like, oh, okay, another thank you card, another I love you card. Okay, just put it on my refrigerator, you know? So that's kind of what I'm feeling there. A sense of, I don't know, it's almost like you would rather be in that, you know, I can do this. Thank you. Okay, you can give me your love, but I'm still gonna do things my way. Okay, I'm still gonna do things my way. So that could be, you know, that could be something that you might think about working on in the future, is kind of trying to appreciate and value those individual, instead of like being a collector, really value individual emotional support, really like value those individual qualities. Hope that makes sense, Cancer. This is what I have for you guys. This is your reading for October 2020. I hope this helped. Let me know in the comments, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time. Please subscribe, like, yeah, stay tuned. Bye, guys.